Right, darling, settle in. You wouldn't believe the ordeal. Honestly, it's simply barbaric. People wander through life thinking vacations are just sunshine and fluffy towels. They haven't encountered this. I feel compelled to share for the sake of others, naturally. It's a public service, really. A warning. Do you ever feel like everything is just a little off? Like the universe is actively conspiring to present you with the least aesthetically pleasing version of reality? That's how it felt from the moment I even considered booking at the Bahia Principe Sunlight San Felipe, Tenerife. It all began with a whim, a yearning for cerulean waters and the whisper of Atlantic breezes. I had been to Bahia Principe resorts before, divine experiences. The service, the ambience, the standards, so naturally I assumed this one would be commensurate. Foolish me, I am so unbelievably naive. I sent 2 letters exquisitely penned, requesting a few minor adjustments to my reservation, a higher floor perhaps with a less obstructed view. Utter silence, 2 letters vanishing into the ether. It is not about the requests themselves, you see, it's the principle. A civilized establishment acknowledges correspondence. It's basic human decency. It is like sending a message in a bottle and having the ocean just ignore it. A little rude, wouldn't you say? I arrive smelling of jasmine and privilege, and the illusion begins to crumble. A 4-star rating, a joke, I tell you, a cruel, elaborate jest. It's like labeling a chipped porcelain doll a masterpiece. It simply won't do. I ventured, of course, into the spa, expecting a sanctuary, a haven of tranquility, only to discover it wasn't included. Not even the simple pleasure of a sauna, a warm embrace after a long journey, or a jacuzzi, the audacity. It's like being presented with a beautifully wrapped gift, only to find it as empty. They expect you to pay extra for basic self-care. The logic eludes me, it's pure unadulterated greed. And the pools, the pools, they weren't merely cool, darling, they were glacial. Like swimming in the runoff from a forgotten glacier. I am accustomed to a certain temperature, naturally. Water should be an invitation, not a test of endurance. It's a fundamental disregard for comfort. Like serving caviar on a chipped plate, a complete dissonance. It's a psychological assault, honestly, to offer a pool and then render it unusable, the sheer thoughtlessness. The room itself, I've stayed in cleaner train stations, truly. It wasn't merely dated, it was decaying. The bathroom, a veritable petri dish of questionable substances. A smell, a deeply unsettling olfactory offense, permeated the air. It clung to everything like a regret you can shake. I requested politely that it be addressed. The cleaner, bless her heart, looked at me with a mixture of sympathy and helplessness. Nothing can be done, she murmured, as if the stench were a force of nature. How is it impossible to remove a smell? Don't these people understand basic hygiene? It is like living in a haunted house, but instead of ghosts, it is mold and despair. The physics of it all, darling, the way the molecules of unpleasantness permeated the very fabric of the room, it is deeply disturbing. And the food, the food, it was an experience, in the worst possible way. It wasn't just poor quality, it was a culinary crime against humanity. The buffet, a vast expanse of lukewarm, vaguely identifiable substances. The textures were unsettling. Soggy vegetables, rubbery meats, sauces of indeterminate origin. It tasted like regret, honestly. Like someone had taken perfectly good ingredients and systematically destroyed them. And the drinks. They attempted to serve me a piña colada. A piña colada. I have never ever consumed a bad piña colada. It is a point of pride. This concoction tasted like sadness mixed with watered-down pineapple juice and a hint of disappointment. It is not merely the taste, it is the betrayal.
Expectation. The utter disregard for basic cocktail-making principles.
As I delve into the heart of the business scene near Bahia Principe Sunlight San Felipe, Tenerife, I'm met with a sense of disappointment, like a warm, sunny day suddenly shrouded by dark clouds. The reviews paint a picture of a region where mediocrity reigns supreme, where the phrase, "you get what you pay for," takes on a whole new meaning. The Centro Comercial San Felipe, a supposed hub of commerce, is instead a shadow of its former self. Empty halls, closed stores, and a general air of apathy permeate the atmosphere. It's like walking into a once thriving marketplace, only to find it's been abandoned, left to gather dust and broken dreams. The negative reviews are a stark reflection of this reality, with many customers feeling misled and underwhelmed. The Indian Crown, a restaurant that promises the flavors of the exotic East, falls woefully short. Tasteless dishes, oily curries, and an overall lack of authenticity have left patrons feeling disappointed and disillusioned. It's as if the chef has taken a few cursory glances at an Indian cookbook and then proceeded to create a culinary abomination. The staff's attitude, often described as unfriendly and unapologetic, only adds to Tenerife. And then there's the Restaurante Cafeteria Mirador San Pedro, a beachfront eatery that promises stunning views but delivers a vastly different experience. Rude waiters, overpriced and subpar food, and a general sense of discontent have turned what should be a relaxing dining experience into a nightmare. It's like being trapped in a never-ending cycle of disappointment, with each dish a stark reminder of the restaurant's shortcomings. As I sift through the reviews, I'm struck by the sense of desperation that permeates this area. It's as if the businesses have given up, resigned to the fact that tourists will come regardless, and so they can get away with serving subpar food and providing terrible service. It's a bleak outlook, a sense of hopelessness that settles in the pit of your stomach like a cold, hard weight. And yet, amidst all this desolation, I find myself wondering, what if? What if these businesses took pride in their work? What if they cared about their customers, about the quality of their food, about the overall experience? What if they strove for perfection rather than settling for mediocrity? The answers, much like the businesses themselves, remain elusive. All I'm left with is a sense of disappointment, a feeling that this area has so much potential, but it's being squandered, lost in a sea of apathy and complacency. As you, dear traveler, consider staying near Bahia Principe Sunlight San Felipe, Tenerife, take heed of these warnings. Be prepared for a reality that's far from the brochure's promises. But also, hold onto that glimmer of hope, that perhaps, just perhaps, you'll stumble upon a gem, a business that dares to be different, that strives for excellence in a sea of mediocrity.
I've been looking into crimes near Bahia Principe Sunlight San Felipe, Tenerife, and it's kinda sad, but there are some shady businesses around that area that tourists should be aware of. Like, have you ever walked into a souvenir shop and seen some super cheap prices? Yeah, that's probably a scam. These shops near Bahia Principe Sunlight San Felipe, Tenerife are like that. They lure you in with low prices, but then they'll try to sell you fake or low-quality stuff. I mean, who needs a fake Gucci bag, right? So let's say you fell for it and bought something. What probably happened next is that you realized it was fake, and you felt super annoyed and disappointed. You might have even tried to return it, but the shopkeeper would just shrug it off and say it's not their problem. I think what probably happened to the scammer is that they just kept on doing their thing, selling fake stuff to unsuspecting tourists. But it's not right. How could they do that to people who just want a nice souvenir? Another thing I found is that some restaurants near Bahia Principe Sunlight San Felipe, Tenerife will try to rip you off on the bill. They'll add extra charges or overcharge you for your meal. It's like, come on, guys. You're gonna get caught eventually. I think what probably happened next is that the tourist realized they got ripped off and got super frustrated. They might have even tried to argue with the restaurant staff, but it's hard to get your money back. What probably happened to the scammer is that they just kept on doing it until they got caught. But it's not worth it. It's just not right to take advantage of people like that. Anyway, that's what I found out about crimes near Bahia Principe Sunlight San Felipe, Tenerife. Just be careful out there, okay?